Adam Carolla, and while Vermont teddy bears make a great gift for a friend or a loved one, a sleeping baby, or a homesick ape, they're also great for owning. So the next time you make the wise choice of buying the gift of a Vermont teddy bear for someone, make it two, and keep one for yourself. Vermont teddy bear. Why the heck not? I'm Adam Carolla. Time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hello, everybody. It's my birthday. I'm 34. It's good to be alive. I just finished a cookie dough shake from Oberweis. So, having a cup of tea. I was hanging out at my parents' last night, and my mom made me bacon and eggs this morning, so that was nice. I did a little drawing. Gonna do a little more. And I think I'm going to a cigar lounge tonight. Oh yeah, that was another thing. I had my first cigar in like 2 or 3 months last night. So, good times. Okay, I'm going to get into continuing this page from a couple days ago. I haven't been on in 2 days. Because I couldn't get to this table, but now we're here, so let's ink. Whoa. I'm gonna shift this all to the side here. Yeah. That's better. Okay. So I've been the past 2 days. I did my Inktober drawing. Well, this morning I did today's, and I did yesterday's at my parents' dining room table. The one I did yesterday for, what was the prompt? It was pick. And I did like a jack-o'-lantern man playing a banjo. Just picking and grinning. I did that with 2 kids climbing all over me, trying to draw frogs. Well, I was trying to get the drawing done. So I have a bunch of children's drawings of frogs in my sketchbook. That's nice. I was gonna say, I thought I drew this already, but I'm thinking of this. And today, for sour, I did like a witch. Stirring a big old cauldron of witch's brew, and she's kind of like taste testing it, looking not too satisfied. I was thinking of doing something with like a candied apple or something, or an apple with a razor in it. Actually, I didn't even think about that this morning, but that's what I was thinking of doing before. So I'm 34. God saw fit to let me have more time on this earth than Jesus. So, must be doing something right. Maybe? No. That can't be it. That doesn't even make sense. Because that would imply Jesus wasn't doing something right? But he's not done with me yet. How about that? Okay. So it is 5 o'clock on the dot. I don't know how long I can hang out doing this. I may cut it short. I may finish the page. I don't know. We will see. But we're here till we're not. I was just listening to This Is the Day by The. which I love that song very much. And I like listening to it on my birthday. Uh-huh. The. Okay, here's Doyle opening a soda. Let's see. Yeah, my brush was cooperating with me a lot more the last stream, I'm pretty sure. And it's cooperating very well right now, too. For a long time before that, it was really hard to pull a good line. For like a few days in a row. I got some new pens. I got my new Pentel pocket brush that I was using a little bit on the past couple Inktober drawings. I got a Kuretake AI, I think it's also a brush pen. That's one that I saw Derek Loffman was using for the Inktober comic that he's putting together this year, called The Witch of Wickerson or something like that. It was one of the tools he was using on that he is using on that, I should say. And I don't know. I bought it. I'm liking it so far. My new Pentel pocket brush, I feel like the ink isn't quite flowing out of. I can't get quite the ink flow out of it that I had for my other one that I have quite yet. I think it's still getting broken in, but I mean, it works fine. I can get real fine lines out of it, which I can't do with the other one because it's a bit frayed. That's why I bought it. So, but I've been alternating back and forth between them. And then, what else? I got a those Presto jumbo correction pens. I got one of those that I see a lot of people using. I've found it a little hard to control so far. Like I've used it, and I've used it to good effect in a couple spots, but sometimes it's been a little chaotic when I try to put something down. So I've mostly been using my my Sakura jelly rolls still. And I got some new Prisma markers. I think mostly I just got a few to replace some old ones. I got cream, oatmeal. This would be avocado. Yeah. Cloud blue, flagstone red, and terracotta. Those are all big colors for me. I use a lot of each of those. Usually I buy 12 at a time, but I was just kind of like bumping up my cart to get like free shipping or something. Because I haven't been using a lot of markers lately because I usually just do black and white sketchbook drawings for Inktober. Though I forget who it is. Somebody that I follow on Instagram, some artist. He usually does I think black and white pieces for Inktober, but then he'll like do a hint of orange. I think I might do that next year. I like that. I think I thought about it this year, but I chickened out. I'll do like a little orange wash of watercolor or something on them. But the side of you they'll never see is when you're left alone with the memories that hold your life together like glue. You know? Oh, and They Might Be Giants released a new song today from their upcoming album, Book. The song is called... What's it called? Part of You Wants to Believe Me. It's good stuff. It's an unlisted video on their YouTube channel, but but they've been posting it on their Facebook or on social media, so it's out there. My favorite one that they've released from Book so far is probably it's called I Can't Remember the Dream. That one gets stuck in my head all the time since they released that one. They've released 5 tracks out of the 15 for free so far. It's a lot. Too much, if you ask me. I want more of a... I prefer to go in blind, and usually I will. Like, I'll wait I won't listen to any of the preview tracks that they put out until the album is released a lot of times. But every once in a while, I'm like, I'm not going to be so precious about it. See this background? I didn't copy it here and here. Also, I didn't even finish it here, so I'm going to have to do something with that. That might not happen today. I'll have to draw it once and trace it onto all three. Also, speaking of They Might Be Giants, my birthday happens to fall on They Day. I don't know why. October 11th, I forget why. October 11th is They Might Be Giants holiday. But the idea on They Day is you take a marker or paint or something and you write they across your forehead. And a lot of They Might Be Giants fans actually celebrate that. I've never done it because it's on my birthday. I'm not gonna look like a tool on my birthday. But I think that's pretty cool that there's a They Might Be Giants holiday on my birthday. So I've always been a huge TMBG fan. But you write they on your forehead in reference to the John Henry album, on which there's a skull with the word they written on it. At least not on the cover, but on a lot of the artwork for the album and the EPs surrounding the album. John Henry being the poster of that girl behind me in my room. That's the John Henry album by They Might Be Giants. That's one of my favorite albums. As does everyone. I also really love Flood, which is how I was first introduced to them. My dad had the Flood album when it first came out when I was a little boy. And back then, when I first heard it, I really liked all the songs on that. And I would, let's see, 1990. Well, it was 1991 when my dad got it, because it came out at the end of 1990. So if 91, let's see, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91 was 4. I was older than that when I remember first hearing it. I was like maybe 5 or 6. Probably 6 when my dad got it. And I remember I would just take it and play it on my own all the time over the years. And then when I was a teenager, I found it again and pulled it out, and I was like, yeah, this stuff really is good. I forgot how good this music is. And actually, I think what got me going looking for it and pulling it out that time was I heard on Cartoon Network I heard the Courage the Cowardly Dog song that they do. Courage the Cowardly Dog. That they did for like, one of those groovies that they used to do. And then I saw the caption at the end that said it was They Might Be Giants. I was like, They Might Be Giants? They Might Be Giants? And so I dug out the album Flood again and gave it another listen, and I was like, oh man, I like these guys. And that's when I really got into them. Then I found out that they did the theme song for Malcolm in the Middle, and that they did the Dr. Evil song in Austin Powers 2, and they did the theme for The Daily Show, and I was like, wow, these guys are everywhere. And yeah, I bought, first thing I bought of theirs for myself was it was a compilation called A User's Guide to They Might Be Giants, Melody, Fidelity, and Quantity, and it had just come out. And that's by the way, that is a great starter piece for getting into They Might Be Giants. It's got a little bit of stuff from all their albums and some other stuff, and it's very neat packaging, and also the tracks on it. Here, let me show you. Where is it? I'm looking for it. Here it is. Let me show you this. This is cool. So this is the first thing from They Might Be Giants, and I bought it at I don't know, like an FYE or something. So, A User's Guide to They Might Be Giants, and look at this artwork. Oh, melody, fidelity, quantity. That's like their slogan. And if you look at the artwork, it all comes from the barcode. Isn't that cool? And look, Figure 1, a graph of tracks. So track 1, minimum wage, 47 seconds. Meet James Ensor, 133. And if you'll look, the length of this corresponds with the length of the track, and the tracks like get longer and longer and longer. Like it, the track listing is in order of the length of the track, but look, it goes up, 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 then down, 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 down. I don't know. I thought that was very interesting. And then here, it shows you how many tracks are from Flood, how many tracks are from John Henry, how many tracks are from Lincoln, how many tracks are from Mink Car, No, Severe Tire Damage, singles, soundtracks, TMBG, their first album, They Might Be Giants, Apollo 18, and Factory Showroom, which was all their. This came out right before The Spine, which is one of my favorite albums. I listen to that one a lot. I used to listen to that every time I would mow the lawn. But I listen to it all the time, and that's one that, like, if I'm going to listen to it, I'm going to listen to the whole thing. I also really like Join Us, which came out a little while after that, and I like Fun, one of their newer ones. That is a really good one too. Join Us, I really like. I always like when I am a huge fan of a newer album. And there's all this stuff, a fairly complete list of They Might Be Giants gigs since 1985. Here's track-related timeline. So there's this timeline that goes through this whole booklet. And these gigs, they go throughout the whole booklet too. Frequency of TMBG gigs in places beginning with new. So frequency of TMBG gigs in places beginning with new. New Jersey, New Zealand. So I've done a few New Zealand shows. New York City, way up there, because they're from New York. New Haven, Connecticut. States TMBG tours missed. Wyoming, South Dakota, and Mississippi. Figure 6, U.S. presidents in TMBG lyrics. We have Washington, Van Buren, Tyler Roosevelt. That is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Polk, Nixon, Lincoln, Jefferson, and Buchanan. And it says what number president they are and how many songs they have mentioned them in. Other bands or musicians in TMBG lyrics. Liquids featured in TMBG lyrics. Beer, coffee, milk, whiskey. Comparison chart of personal pronouns in TMBG song titles. I, a lot. We, me, they. Very cool. Oh, I'll bet there's something. Underneath here. Oh, no, it just goes to a pinpoint. But yeah. Cool first purchase. And then the very next one I bought from them was, I got it at the same place, if I'm not mistaken, FYE, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it was a Barnes and Noble. No, it was. I'm pretty certain it was FYE. I got Apollo 18 because it was the very next one after Flood. I'm pretty sure after that I bought another great introduction, possibly an even better introduction to the band, would be the double disc called what is it called? I can't even. Oh, Then. Let me pull that one up real quick. Let's see. Gotta find it. Then. Here it is. Look at this massive thing. So this is actually a lot of music. It's a little cracked, but it has their first album on it. They Might Be Giants. All 19 tracks of their first album. Then the EP B-sides. And then bonus tracks. So it's 36 tracks on disc 1. And disc 2 is Lincoln, their second album. 18 tracks of their second album, then EP B-sides, and bonus tracks. It's another 36 tracks. And it's all like their old demo-y stuff and B-sides and all their earliest work. It's great. And it's got this beautiful art by Tony Millionaire. I love this collection. Let me show you this booklet. Oh, I think the liner notes are really good on this too. Tony Millionaire. He's the guy that did the Drinky Crow show. And They Might Be Giants do the theme song to the Drinky Crow show when it came out on Adult Swim many years later. Starring Dino Stamatopoulos, the guy who played Starburns in Community as Drinky Crow. Yeah, it's got a bunch of history on the band written by John Linnell and John Flansburgh of They Might Be Giants. Got all this artwork and photography. It's like their old demo photos and stuff. But like the cover for their old demos. Some old apartment photos. The artwork for their first album. The set list. That's the making of the They'll Need a Crane video. That's one of my favorite songs. It's a very beautiful song. Sad song, I guess. This is Don't Let's Start EP. And here's the lyrics. She Was a Hotel Detective EP artwork. Lincoln artwork. It was a long time before I bought these first two albums on their own because I had this collection, but eventually, I wanted to have all their albums, so I bought the first two albums too. The They'll Need a Crane EP. Miscellaneous Tea, which was a B-sides collection, so all the tracks from that are split across the two discs. That was basically, in a way, their third album almost. But, because it was all B-sides and stuff, it was just a collection. Their third album is famously Flood, which has Particle Man, and it has Birdhouse in Your Soul, and it has what's the other guy? Birdhouse in Your Soul, Particle Man, and Istanbul, not Constantinople. It's not my birthday. It's not today. Oh, it's not my day for singing. It's not my birthday, so why do you lunge out at me when the word comes down? Nevermore will be around. Though I wish we were there, I was less than we could bear, and I'm not the only dust my mother raised. But it is my birthday. They Might Be Giants are a liar. So yeah, those are both good. They Might Be Giants primers. See, I think I was like researching them a lot on the They Might Be Giants wiki before I made my first purchases, and it was kind of like I wanted to get the best bang for my buck. I was like, how am I gonna? But you know what else? At the time, so I, what do you do when you first are trying to find out if you like a band, right? You go to their website, and I went to their website because all I knew was Flood, and I think I knew that they did the Malcolm in the Middle song, and then I found out they did the Courage the Cowardly Dog song, and I was like, I think I'm really gonna like this band if I check them out, and so I went to their website first before anything, and they had this thing called They Might Be Giants Clock Radio, and that was just a never-ending. So it was like this little app that would pop up on your computer. Like you would download it, and you could, whenever you opened it, it would just play a song, and then it would just keep playing songs. Like there were 3 channels, and they both had they all had a separate kind of long set of music, and it would just keep playing, or you could just keep skipping songs until you would land on one you liked, and it would display the name of it, and it had like a little picture of FDR that would sit on it, a little cartoon of FDR, and but it's where I heard a lot of my favorite tracks before anything. It didn't have as many album tracks. It had a couple full albums on it. It had all of Mink Carr on it, I'm pretty sure. Maybe all of... No. It had all of Mink Carr, and it had all of The Spine, which had just come out. But they were, mixed. You didn't know what you were going to get. It was always random. It was randomized. So... and some of the songs would get kind of garbled, including a couple of the songs from The Spine. So I didn't know Memo to Human Resources, and I didn't know I Can't Hide From My Mind until I got it on the CD, until I bought the CD. But yeah, and sometimes some songs would be fine, and then after being on there for like months and months, all of a sudden the next time you heard it, it was garbled, and it would be garbled from then on. It was just not a tremendously glitchy app, but it was kind of a glitchy app sometimes. Also, this was like before apps. Actually, it's a far better app than the current They Might Be Giants app, which plays 5 songs at a time. Like, they just load a new one every day and kick a new one off every day. But I heard they had nearly everything from this thing that they did in 2001 called TMBG Unlimited, where they released a big batch of music every month for the full year, and it was a bunch of new music that they were putting out throughout the year. But they also had a bunch of like demos and just cool, interesting stuff that they did in 2001. And so I got to that was my introduction to them, was like this big old plethora of music sitting on this Clock Radio app. And and I would hear like the Mr. Me demo, and I was really in love with that. And what else? Tiny Doctors, the Blood Boat. What else? There's a track called "To the Bubblecraft," where it's just like it sounds like action adventure music, like something you'd hear in an action scene of Johnny Quest or something, and then it's just got like Flansburgh shouting things like "Control speed to hypochondria, turn left, enter the enter the heliport." I don't know. It was just like weird action directions. Let me see. It was a big plethora of like rare tracks on the clock radio. And then when they kind of like dismantled it and kind of got when it kind of it was flash based, and I think when it was crapping out largely before Flash officially ended, I think. And it was like for a long time I couldn't find any of those tracks ever again. I have just about everything on it now, but it was hard to come by a lot of that stuff for a long time. It's hard to find the stuff from TMBG Unlimited. Well, I think you can find it all on YouTube now, but you couldn't in those days. The army's tired now, tired of swinging its giant arms. The army's tired now, tired of waiting on the couch, and it's so sad. All its defenders have moved along, and it's so sad. The army's good times have all gone. It's They Might Be Giants. Stay here on the Ryan Show. Let's see, it's 5:40. And it's so sad. Oh, there's a cool song called Robert Lowell. Mosh Momkin Abaddon. A lot of these were put onto a compilation called They Got Lost, like a rarities compilation called They Got Lost. So Robert Lowell's on there. Mosh Momkin Abaddon is on there. Rest a While. Truth in Your Words. They more or less now nowadays they put out like a rarities compilation. Well, I think actually I traced it back to most of their career. They tend to put out a kind of a B-sides compilation pretty much alongside every release, every main album release. So yeah, like tracks that were cut from an album, every album they put out, and it sounds like there's going to be one alongside book too, called the pamphlet, I believe they're calling it. It had all of John Linnell's state songs on it, that clock radio thing. It had all of the Mono Puff songs from John Flansburgh's side project in 93, 96. Oh, I also got that. Look, okay, so here's the bottle of ink I've been using, but it's almost out. So look at this big old bottle I bought. This is Speedball Super Black India ink. It's a 32-ounce bottle that I got from dickblick.com for like $15. I feel like that's not bad. That'll last me a billion years. That will last me this book. I'm pretty certain of that. Oh, that'll last me this book. When I started using the ink in here, it was probably this full, and I've been using the ink in here forever. And that bottle is half the size of the other bottle. If it was full. So this is my party, guys. No, my mom is throwing a party for me with all my brothers and sisters. Next weekend, I guess. So that's nice. It was nice and rainy today. I talked about how much I like the rain. A gloomy day ain't gonna ruin my birthday. I like the dang rain too much. It makes me happy. Okay. So 34. What's in store for 34? Well, I'm going to finish inking this book. I'm going to put out some floppy comics. We're going to sell some comics this year. I'm going to write, I don't know if I'll animate anything, but I'm going to write a new Bonehead cartoon, I've decided. I was coming up with, I came up with a line as Mort yesterday that I just thought was so funny. It's going to have to be in a cartoon. That's all I know. I'm getting a scam call or something. I'm not answering it. You know, I've gotten a few birthday calls today, but I've gotten way more scam calls today. I have an eye doctor appointment tomorrow. They get me some new glasses this week or whenever. I don't know how long it takes to get the glasses. It's usually a few days, I think, right? Okay. Oh. Yeah, I went to my parents' house last night after church, and because I went to a late church yesterday, 5 p.m. And went to my parents afterwards, and yeah, I ended up hanging out, talking with my sister and my mom till like 3 in the morning in my parents' garage. So I don't like sleeping in on my birthday, but I kind of did today. But I got like average amount of sleep, and I still spent a chunk of my birthday with my family. Somebody's calling me from here now. Okay. So that was they were confirming my eye appointment for tomorrow and asking me about my insurance. Okay. I think it's 6 o'clock. I think I'm going to draw this bonehead and I'm going to call it a day on this. Because I don't know when, but I think we're going to be getting ready to get going sometime soon. Yeah, this brush is getting a little gluey now. Anyway. It's getting hard to draw with it. It's over an hour, so yeah, it's like usually 2 hours it gets really notably hard to ink. But an hour is when I usually first start noticing issues. All right. Dang. Carnes, darn it. Okay. Oh, my other roommate's home. So yeah, I think we're gonna be getting ready soon to mosey out of here. So I will be back on here tomorrow. In fact, the next several days, I shouldn't find any problems. The one day I don't know about this week is Saturday. So nearly a week from, but today's Monday. So Saturday, I'm having like a family birthday party. And that day, I don't know if I'll be streaming. But I think I'll be on here every other day. I might even be on that day, but if I had to pick a day to not promise anything this week, it would be that one. Okay, this brush is getting so fussy. I don't want to rinse it off over here because in this water here, because I'm just about. These are like the last lines I'm doing. Oh, and I got some HelloFresh delivery today that I got to put away. It's just sitting on my kitchen table in a box. So it's like it's covered in ice packs and stuff, and it's good to sit there, but I gotta unpack that and put it away. Okay, I'm gonna call it there, and in this stream, I'll be back tomorrow. Finish this page, probably do this page as well, and that'll wrap up this scene. And then we'll be on to the next one. All right. I got nothing. This has been the Ryan O'Connor They Might Be Giants birthday day stream. I'll see you later, everybody. Kiss your wives. Hug your husbands. Wrap your children in bubble wrap. And don't do drugs. Because it's what they say. All right, goodbye, everybody. Love you.